Magnus Carlsen was brutally demolished in only 20 moves by Arjun Erigaisi in a fierce round 8 blitz portion of the Tata Steel Chess India Rapid and Blitz tournament. Magnus Carlsen got a taste of his own medicine, ending up on the wrong side of a street soccer highlight reel. The game opened with Magnus trying his usual swagger, pushing his king's pawn to e4, probably thinking he'd be the one doing the skill moves today. The Indian genius responded with the Sicilian defense, pushing his pawn to c5, basically saying, "You're not the only one who can play fancy." Things started heating up when the youngster placed his bishop on c5, like a street baller setting up for the shift under the bridge skill move. Then came the queen to b6, followed by a cheeky knight to g4. It was like watching someone setting up for a rainbow flick while the defender is still figuring out what's happening. But the real ankle breaker came on move 12. Magnus, the usual master of the 64 squares, played queen to f4, a massive blunder that was like trying to sneak from behind to steal the ball from a dangerous soccer trick star. The talented blitz master immediately punished this with queen to a5 check, and suddenly the world champion was scrambling like a defender trying to close their legs after already having gotten nutmegged. Magnus tried to recover with pawn to b4, but that was like trying to chase down an attacker who's already passed you. It only made things worse. Erigaisi's knight took on b4, and the massacre was on. The Indian prodigy was now just toying with his opponent, moving pieces around like a freestyler doing around-the-world moves with the ball. The final combination was brutal. Erigaisi's queen swooped down to the second bottom left square with check. Then his pawn to f6 cleared the way for the finishing move. Magnus' last desperate attempt with knight to e6 was like a defender diving in frustration, only to watch the ball roll into the net. Queen takes c4 check, and it was game over. Magnus had no choice but to resign. 20 moves was all it took for the future world champion to turn the tables on the already world champion. It was like watching a street soccer champion getting a taste of his own medicine, ending up on the ground while the crowd goes wild. Sometimes the showboater becomes the showboated, and today, Arjun Erigaisi made sure Magnus Carlsen knew exactly how that feels.